Hey, how you doing? I hope this is coming out okay. Just going to have a little check on my levels. They look like they're just about there, which is good. Really hope you're all really well. I hope you had a great Christmas, and I hope that you are all keeping safe as well. So yeah, I was just having a little noodle on this tonight in a little bit of an open tuning, a bit of fun there. And it does sound nice in open tuning, doesn't it? Very nice indeed. So let us dive on over to ChatCam and see who we've got in tonight. Let us have a look. We have got tons of you in. We've got Bam Mozzie, first one in tonight. Good on you, man. We got Jack Collins, we got Trevor Locke, we got Quentin, cool. Satellite Hall, hello. Dan O'Sullivan, hey man, good to see you. Dave Lewis, Richard Paul, Bam Mozzie, I said already. It looks like you're all having a good old chat there as well. Brexit Central. Ian Wood, yeah, good to see you, man. Good to see you. Nicholas Colding, Dennis Pointer, Michael Lohner, Mickey Settlemeyer, excellent. Walid, hey brother, how you doing? Good to see you, really good to see you. And who else have I got? Ed, hello Ed, Alan Jackman, and Ole Hansen. Happy holidays indeed. Happy holidays. We haven't got a lot to get through tonight, folks. We've got a few bits. Let me move this over. Let me pop that out the way. And have a little drop of my J2O we're on tonight. There we go. Cheers. Okay. We have got 31 of you watching, which is cool, and 9 thumbs up, really cool. I have got a bit of a video for you tonight. It's a short one tonight about the late great Leslie West. But before we get too far into that, I also want to pay tribute to another guitar player who we sadly lost on Christmas Day, and that was, of course, the amazing Tony Rice. Not all that familiar with him. He was a bluegrass guitarist. I bet some of you will know a lot more about him than I do, but I have found out that he was a renowned flat picker, king of the flat top flat picking. He was quite jazzy with his fast-paced style and worked with people of the amazing stature of Jerry Garcia of the Grateful Dead. He was diagnosed with dysphonia a few years ago, and as a result couldn't sing anymore. But I have no idea what his sad demise was from, but my heart goes out to his family, and it's always a sad thing when we lose a guitar player from this community. So there's that one. Really sorry about losing Tony Rice. I don't know if any of you guys knew much about Tony. Oh, bless you. Thank you so much, brother. That is my brother Aaron. Let's pop that up. He said, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Definitely need a new year. To the legend that is CGS. Bless you, brother. I love and miss you, my friend. Hope all is well. Well, I love and miss you too, my friend. And I hope all is well with all of you lot as well. Particularly those of you that have unfortunately succumbed to this disease. And I hope that most of you have managed to avoid it. And also that you've managed to avoid losing anybody. It's terrible, isn't it? It's a really tricky situation. The most peculiar Christmas yet this year. So there we go. But thank you very much for that, Aaron. And of course you get one of these, my friend. There we go. Bless you. Always appreciated, never courted. But that was really kind. So thank you from me to you, brother. That's awesome. We have got some Have we got a question there? Dave Savage, 21. Hey, hope you had a great Christmas. Well, I hope you had a great Christmas as well, my friend. I hope you've had as good a time as possible. Nicholas Colding, yeah. Oh right, Tall Thin Kev says that he used a 60 as his bottom E. I'm guessing we're talking about Tony Rice. Nicholas Colding says that 2020 was a downer, and that's what this stream is all about, or at least that's what this stream is not about. This stream is about looking forward to 2021, hopefully a turn of the corner, hopefully a turn of the situation, and a much better year. And I'm really keen tonight. The main thing from tonight is for you guys, because you're my hardcore, my closest friends on YouTube, and so you are the most important to me, to let me know what you would like to see in 2021. So start thinking about that, because that's what we're going to be talking about tonight. Let's go back over to chat cam. Dan O'Sullivan says, CGS, I still have your Christmas song going around in my head. It's a real earworm. Great though. Well, thank you very much. Bless you, Dan. I'm really glad you enjoyed that. I released it separately as well, because so many people said to me, it won't get seen on the live show, and so why not release it as an individual video? So I did that the Tuesday before Christmas. Really glad that lots of you liked it. Some absolutely beautiful comments, and my daughter has read them all as well, and she wants to say a big thank you as well, because she, as I say, she thoroughly enjoyed those comments and really loved the fact that you guys were all so supportive. Let me just go back over to chat cam. We have got Brad Guitar Miller. Whoa. Good evening, CGS. Love your Christmas song. Your daughter is awesome. Well, again, thank you so much. Thanks for that, Brad. Really appreciate it. It was a fun song to write, I have to say. It's tricky to write a tune, especially a Christmas tune, with sleigh bells in it that isn't corny. And I did my best to try and mix a little bit of my Beatles influence in with something quite Christmassy, and everybody's been so kind about it, so thanks so much, really appreciate that. Thank you. Big Gary, Big G, happy Christmas, brother. Well, happy Christmas to you as well. Really cool to see you, brother. And what's more, I happen to know for a fact that tonight at 1 a.m. my time, which is 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the US, Big Gary, the Big G, will be on with Ben Coombs on his live show. So please go and support that. If you're over that way, I shall be chasing them home. I'll be in bed, but I will watch the replay. I hope you have a great night tonight with that, Gary. Love you, brother, and really looking forward to seeing the replay of that. We've also got Satellite Hall says, CGS, I've got a new video up, my friend. Me unboxing my Christmas present. Wow, an Epiphone Les Paul modern figured. Should check it out. Not great at making vids, but still, LOL. Well, I'm sure you are absolutely fine at making videos, my friend, and I will definitely check that out. You'll have to remind me by sending me a link in the actual comments section of this, and then everybody can go over and check out that video as well, because we love to support our whole community here. It is really important to me, and I think it's really important to you guys as well. We do like to help out and watch and support all the people that come onto this channel, so let's do that, guys. Okay, any other little comments here for me? At CGS, Adam's just saying, yeah. Good to see you, brother. Adam D, lovely. Oh, and Ben Coombs is in as well. Hey, Ben, how you doing, my friend? Just giving your show with Gary Tollander, the Big G, a bit of a plug for later on. So, yeah, cheers to you guys. Oh, that's nice stuff. J2O. Definitely, having gone back on it, had a little bit too much at Christmas, and I'm giving my liver a rest tonight, that's for sure. So I hope you all looked after yourselves at Christmas, but still had a really good time. Okay, let's have a look. Oh, that's 8 p.m. Eastern. Thank you so much, Brad Guitar. There we go. 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I don't know how I managed to get that wrong. I say it pretty much every live stream every week, but do check out Ben Coombs with the Big G with Gary Hollander at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight. Okay, yeah, Ole Hansen said, finally a Christmas song that doesn't suck, and your daughter sings it beautifully. Oh man, that is really, really kind. Thank you. And she will appreciate it. I'll make sure that she watches tonight's show. If she's not already watching it live, I very much doubt it, because I asked them all really kindly to save this little bit of time and not to use devices while I'm streaming, so that you guys get the best quality you can. Hope you're liking the setup, by the way, the 2-camera setup here down at this more colourful and more musical end of the studio. And I don't know what the picture quality is like, but this week I had a complete revamp and reset up of my GH5s, and I'm really happy with the output now. So I'm hoping that you guys are happy as well. This looks a little bit dim, but I think it works. Let's see if I can just put a touch more of the key light in, because, oh, I don't know, I think it's fine. I think we'll get away with it, don't you? Definitely. Okay, let's pop back over to chat cam, see if I've got any more at CGS's. Oh, I've got tons. Oh, Dan, it's you from Scott Guitars. You're logging on in your own name, as every time you read out my name, it sounds like a shameless plug. Hey man, you never have to worry about that here. We all support each other in this community. So you always welcome as Scott's Guitars, especially having built that beautiful guitar. We've got Trevor saying, will 2021 be a good year for Milton Guitars? Well, last week in the live stream, we were talking about that very thing, and the fact that I would really like to get into building some guitars myself. I've been having a little chat with my buddy Lewis Trower of LT Custom Guitars, and he is really, really keen to help me learn a bit more of the craft. Obviously, I've done quite a bit in the past, certainly setups, building bodies, but I've never actually built a neck and fretboard, and that's something I'd really like to do. Although, one of the things I did say, and again, I'd be really keen to know what you guys think about this, is that I'm looking to use recycled materials absolutely as much as I can, if not completely use recycled materials. But I want to build a few little prototypes. I'm going to have a go, and probably first off, I'm going to have a go at a cigar box guitar with a pickup on it, because that's pretty easy to make. And my buddy, and I'm not going to mention his name, he showed me this clip of a BBC TV programme last Friday about making cigar box guitars, and I'm really keen, really interested. So let me know what you think about that. I hope you'll enjoy that. But yes, definitely 2021, I think, is going to see the resurrection in some form of Milton Guitars, and so there's be lots to catch up on here. But I'm also thinking that I may well resurrect the Milton Guitars channel as well, which I think might be linked in the description below. I'm not absolutely sure. I haven't posted a video there for years, because when we started looking at the Harley Bentons and the Glarrys, it kind of negated the necessity and the reason that I was trying to get some prototypes made in China to compete with the fakes. So head on over there and check out some of the guitars that we did have done, and I think I'll probably post quite a bit of the work over on that channel with some of the build stuff going on here. It's really up to you guys, so let me know what you think. Right, let's pop back over. That's an absolute pleasure, Ben. Absolutely no problem. Always a pleasure, never a chore. Love to support you, my friend. You've been incredibly supportive of me. Graham Campbell says, has the Jack Daniels lasted? Well, let me get that right. I was just spitting on the screen there as well. At least two bottles of it have lasted. You'd think I was on it tonight, wouldn't you? But there we go. Oh, thanks, Ben. Really pleased that you like this look and this setup. I'm really quite pleased with it, and I think the cameras are now set up really well. On this one, I've got a nifty 50 lens again, which I tried before, but I couldn't get it to go to infinity focus. And so I was watching a few videos and I learned to take the Viltrox apart and just twist it and tighten up the lens in there, and now look at it, it works again. And I'm really pleased with this, so yeah, I'm really glad that you like it as well. Cheers, man. Okay, let's there we go. Music Therapy Lads, hey, how you doing, brother? And a very, very Merry Christmas to you, man, as well. I hope you had a great one. Thank you for that. Great Vanzini says, yes, I want the whole Christmas LP with your daughter on vinyl. Well, I tell you what, man, if I was going to make an LP, I think it would be great to put it on vinyl. I hark back and look back with such fondness of the days when we used to enjoy music on vinyl with all the crackles and pops and clicks and all of that good stuff. It was just warm, wasn't it? So there we go. But cheers for that, brother. Okay. I think I've just about cleared the CGSs. Oh, a couple more. Dave says, CGS, I've got some blown down wooden fence you can have. Wow. Yeah, now if that's hardwood, if that's oak, why not? Absolutely. So if any of you guys are in the UK, particularly in the south of the UK, when we can start getting back together again and meeting up, if any of you have got any timber or any hardwoods, that may be an old countertop. I built my first guitar out of a bar from the local pub, and well, it wasn't actually that local, it was a couple of towns across, but I used to play in there with my band all the time. And when they had a refurb, I asked to have the bar and they gave it to me. So I think I don't think there's any more of that left, because I made a whole body and neck, all one piece guitar, as well as the body for the other one. And I think we got rid of that because the neck was way too thin. Back in the day, I used to really like a thin neck guitar, but now I like a good and chunky one. So yeah, if you've got any bits of timber, even fence posts, I'm not sure it'll be hardwood, but thanks for the thought. Okay, we've also got Dave Savage 21 says, CGS, any gear you can tell us you'll be reviewing next year? Well, do you know what, man? I'm actually looking at a guitar box just past this camera here, and I've got that one coming up as an unboxing really soon, and that's one that's going to be a keeper, that's going to stay. I'm also really looking forward to doing, I've done so much of the review of, oh, how can I, let me get out the way, look. Here we go, the Scots guitar. Oh, there you go. It is there, Dan, I promise. I haven't recycled it yet, I promise you. Yeah, absolutely. So there's 2 guitar reviews coming up in the next couple of weeks alone. And yeah, there'll be tons more coming up on the channel in the coming year, I do promise you. And in terms of other gear, I want to do some more comparisons. I definitely want to do some comparisons between the, let me get this right, the Engel and the Boss Katana. I love those amps. They are both incredible amps. I've also got the Scott Dixon cabs to do. Unfortunately, I couldn't find any speak-on cables, otherwise that would have been out this just this Friday gone, and instead I did the Jamie Humphries interview on Saturday, which I hope you all enjoyed. And if you haven't watched it yet, do go on and have a look over there in the normal videos for Friday's video. I've no idea what I've done to upset YouTube, and what's more, I really don't care. So long as you guys get to see the videos I make and you keep enjoying them, doesn't matter to me. But do go over there if you didn't get a notification, because I know that loads of you are not getting notifications for my channel. And what's more, YouTube seems to be unsubscribing people. Don't ask, I have no idea. We're not even gonna dignify them with any consideration for that. But yeah, definitely check out those videos. And also, just in case you're worried, if ever I'm not gonna do a Sunday live, I will try to post a notification on the community tab of this channel to let you know if it's not going to happen. Otherwise, take it as read, because we're loving this and you guys are enjoying it as well. Take it as read that I'll be live 6:30 p.m. UK time every Sunday, as I say, unless I tell you otherwise. So that's all cool. Hey, Fruitcake Tony, good to see you, man. Really good to see you. And season's greetings to you, my friend. And Satellite Hall says again, CGS for 2020, do you have any plans to do a community meetup to do something like 42 Gear Street? Right, well, actually, You'll remember that on the 25th of July this year, we were meant to do the British Boutique Guitar Festival. And what with the pandemic, that all got shot to pieces. What's more, the venue that we were going to be using has now permanently closed, which is a real shame, because it was a lovely venue right next to the station in Haywards Heath. And well, there's a big campaign at the moment to try and reopen it or to keep it open. But what Lewis Trower LT Custom Guitars, who's my co-partner in that, have decided to do is to do it a little bit like a 42 Gear Street event. And at the moment, I've got a few YouTubers, including my buddy Carl Golden, my buddy Mike Bradley. There's a couple of others. Joss Allen may well be helping out as well, and also Adam Lee, and possibly even Colin Scott, which would be really great. So we're hoping to do it as a similar event to the 42 Gear Street type event. And if there is a 42 Gear Street this year, and I'm fortunate enough that Henning will have me back for a third time, you can absolutely count on me to go to that, because I love going over there. In fact, I would have been going over to spend a little bit of time with Henning in January if it hadn't been for both countries going into full-on lockdown. So yeah, I definitely want to go back there and see all those guys again, and see Henning. I have a great time with him. He and I have got really close over the last couple of years, and it's a real joy to be over there. So yes is the answer to that. A long answer, but it's yes. Okay, I hope, oh no, I've got Wallet says, CGS lost many subs, maybe closed accounts. Yeah, I think the problem is that YouTube are cleaning up a little bit. They're having a bit of a housekeeping push. I'm not even going to worry about it. I feel incredibly fortunate to have 37,800 subscribers. But the key thing is, how many have I got here? Let me have a quick look. So at the moment, there are 58 of you guys watching, and you are the 58 that mean the most to me, because you guys are the ones that come on. We have this whole social discourse, and we chat, and we do the live shows and all this good stuff, and that's what counts. I've got about 600 to 700 people that generally watch most of my videos, and when they get notifications, that is. And I'm not actually that worried about it. I don't do it for that. I do it for this, and this is great. So yeah, I'm not too worried about why I've lost subs or closed accounts or anything like that. I'm actually more interested in making sure that I make the content that you guys really want to see. So let me see. I think we've got down to, oh, bless you, Rick. That's very sweet. We love you too. Bless you. And thank you, Walid, as well. That's so cool. Bless you guys. So I have a little video for you tonight, and I think, let me just check again how many are in and how many likes we've got. We've got 58 of you in, 37 likes. Okay, let's say when we get to 40 likes, I will play this little tribute that I've made. And it is a little tribute that I've made to Leslie West, formerly of Mountain. And yeah, I have to say, he was a huge influence on some of my biggest influences, particularly on Eddie Van Halen. And yeah, very sad loss last Wednesday, the 23rd. Just to let you guys know that you're going to see some of these videos like you have been doing in the past live shows. Those of you that come on and watch the whole live show, you'll get to see videos that I then release as single videos. And I can tell you that the one you're about to watch is going to be my release this coming Tuesday in tribute to Leslie West. So let me dive back over here and let us go and watch my little tribute to Leslie West. Leslie West, the towering guitarist who created the hard rock milestone Mississippi Queen with his band Mountain, died Wednesday morning, December 23rd, 2020. West's brother Larry Weinstein confirmed the musician's death to Rolling Stone. He was 75. The cause of death was cardiac arrest. On Monday, West was rushed to hospital after suffering a cardiac arrest at his home near Daytona, Florida, where he never regained consciousness. Released in 1970 on Mountain's debut album, Climbing, Mississippi Queen was 2.5 minutes of boisterous bliss built around West's burly yowl and guitar blasts and drummer Corky Lang's completely unironic cowbell. One of those Never Say Die songs of the classic era, Mississippi Queen has been featured on countless soundtracks, TV shows, and in Guitar Hero 3. In an interview with Guitar Player earlier this year, West said the song has just got everything you need to make it a winner. You got the cowbell, the riff is pretty damn good, and it sounds incredible. It feels like it wants to jump out of your car radio. To me, it sounds like a big, thick milkshake. It's rich and chocolatey. Who doesn't love that? A contemporary of Eric Clapton, Jimmy Page and Jimi Hendrix, West was respected for his versatile playing, from fingerpicking to metallic power chords, and was revered by a new generation of guitar players who followed. In 2011, Eddie Van Halen told Rolling Stone that West and Deep Purple's Ritchie Blackmore were among his biggest influences. He said, "Leslie West has this incredible tone in Mountain." Born Leslie Weinstein on October 22, 1945, West grew up in the New York area, Manhattan, Long Island and Forest Hills, Queens, and was a founding member of the Vagrants, a blue-eyed soul garage band of the mid-60s. The group, which included his brother Larry on bass, scored 2 minor hits, I Can't Make a Friend and a cover of Otis Redding's Respect, released just ahead of Aretha Franklin's Titanic version before West left the band. A turning point, he once said, was seeing Cream at the Village Theatre, later the Fillmore East, in 1967. My brother said to me, "Let's take some acid before we go," West told Blues Rock Review in 2015. So we took LSD, and all of a sudden the curtains open up and I hear them playing Sunshine of Your Love, and I see Eric Clapton and his buckskin jacket. I said, "Oh my God, we really suck." After that I started really practicing. With the help of Cream producer and bass player Felix Pappalardi, who met West when he was producing The Vagrants, West made a solo album, Mountain. Mountain also became the name of the band the two men formed, because I was so fat, West later joked. West was known for electric shock white blues riffing, but could also play more fluid melodic lines, as heard in Mountain's Nantucket Sleigh Ride, and his solo in Theme for an Imaginary Western. The thing that most impressed me when I started was how, with Clapton, you could identify his sound like a signature, West told the LA Times in 1990. I wanted to have a sound you could identify like that. I was never a speed player. I tried to capitalise on my vibrato. I hope I'm regarded as a melodic guitar player, not someone up there going weenie weenie all night. When Cream disbanded in 1968, a new generation of even more muscular guitar-based bands were ready to pick up where they left off. Mountain loomed particularly large, and not merely due to West's bulky size and head of frizzy hair. Reviewing an early Mountain show, one critic described him as a 300-pounder dressed in blue velvet, suede and snakeskin. The original incarnation of Mountain scored a high-profile appearance at the Woodstock Festival on the second day between Canned Heat and Grateful Dead. "I think I had the most amplifiers of anybody there," West told Rolling Stone in 1989. "It was paralysing because that stage, that setting, was some kind of natural amphitheatre. The sound was so loud and shocking that I got scared. But once I started playing, I just kept going because I was too afraid to stop." West also contributed some unreleased parts to The Who's Who's Next. Although Mountain garnered a large following, the group broke up in 1972. Taking his Cream roots to a new level, West formed a Cream-style power trio with Mountain drummer Corky Lang and Cream's Jack Bruce. The group released 3 albums and sold out New York's Carnegie Hall. But in 1974, West reformed Mountain for 2 more records. The following year, West formally went on his own with his album The Great Fatsby, a musically varied album that showcased a softer side of his style and also, in its title, poked fun at his weight issues. The album featured High Roller, co-written by West with Mick Jagger and Keith Richards. Jagger also played guitar on the track. The album failed to elevate West into a star solo act, and over the next few decades he would alternate between solo albums, touring and recording with different versions of Mountain. West's health had been an issue for many years. In the mid-70s he moved to Milwaukee to kick a heroin habit. In a 1990 interview he said it had been 10 years since he stopped falling with narcotics. In the mid-80s he was diagnosed with diabetes.
His lower right leg was amputated due to complications from the disease and promptly lost 85 pounds, dropping to 200, but his weight fluctuated over the years. In the years that followed, West continued working. He was a regular on Howard Stern's radio show, recorded solo records and took a few stabs at acting, including in 1986's The Money Pit. Mountain continued on and off with different lineups. The band released an album of Bob Dylan covers, Masters of War, in 2007. Ozzy Osbourne sang lead on the title remake. Attesting to West's stature, his 2011 album The Unusual Suspects included contributions from Slash, Billy Gibbons and Zakk Wylde, and West's last album, Soundcheck, featured Peter Frampton. Other than Mississippi Queen, Long Red, a slice of psychedelic blues from Mountain, remains one of West's lasting legacies. A drum beat from a live recording of the song played by ND Smart has been sampled by numerous rap acts including De La Soul, The Game, ASAP Rocky and most notably Kanye West in The Glory and Jay-Z in 99 Problems. There was something about that song that appealed to rappers, the guitarist told Blues Blast magazine in 2015. I've got 6 different platinum albums on my wall, all from these different guys sampling my stuff. When I wrote that song in 1969, there was no hip-hop. It just happens that this song has a hip-hop beat. West's legacy extends well beyond hip-hop though. Numerous bands have covered his material, most recently Dave Grohl and Greg Kurstin remaking Mississippi Queen earlier this month for their Hanukkah sessions. West, who had moved to Florida last month, is survived by his wife Jenny Mora. The couple married on stage at Woodstock 40th anniversary concert in 2009. Of his own mixture of blues and metal, West told The Morning Call in 2000, "It's like being a chef. You might use the same ingredients as everyone else, but it's how you put them together. You end up with your own style." May this icon rest in peace.
So there it is, my little tribute there to the late great Leslie West. And as I said, that'll be my video on Tuesday. I've seen a couple of you slip in. I'll leave you to make comments on Tuesday's video, and we won't go into that today. I want today to be looking forward and a celebration of everything that we've got to come for 2021. And actually there's somebody in that's going to influence that quite a bit. But first of all, let me just go over to chat cam. Tony Smith said, "Mike, if more of the smaller music scores go under in 2021, only the big boys remain, choice will diminish and it will be harder to get hold of guitars, especially new releases." Absolutely, and we've got to protect the mum and pop stores. Alan Jackman says, "Keep outing the fakers. You're the best at that and I won't stop, my friend, I promise you." Let me see. Yeah, I like that, Ben. Subs come and go just like gear and girlfriends. Brad Miller saying Leslie S was a monster guitar player. Music Therapy Laz getting an invite to the Switch Bitch a few years ago. Yeah, it'd be lovely to see you at that, mate, and I'm sure that Henning would love to have you involved as well. You're a good man. You're a very good man. And the gentleman that came in, and bless you, thanks Sean so much. God bless you, man. Very much appreciated. Let me give you one of those, brother, because that is really, really kind. And what's more, Sean at Scar My Guitar is about to do a CGS special. We have been on the list for some time, and I'm really, really delighted to tell you that he's been back in touch recently, and there's great stuff to come. So don't miss out on checking out Scar My Guitar's channel, because yeah, you're going to see some interesting stuff real soon. So thanks again for that. Really appreciate that, brother. Everybody's saying hello to him. Dave Lewis says, "There's a great guitar shop in Haywards Heath that you should film a visit when allowed." Well, yes. That used to be Carousel Music. In fact, it's still called Carousel Music officially, and it used to be run by my friend Bernie. Now, he retired and he has now passed it on to Ant Markari. because Macari's have moved after so many years in London. They've actually moved all of their store to Haywards Heath, and it is absolutely on my hit list to go down there and do a video with Ant. I don't know if you guys remember, I did a video last year where I went with Rick Beato to go to the Macari's London store where he bought a tone bender pedal of some description, and I put a video up of that day out, which was a great day out. If you haven't had a chance to look at it, go and check it out, and it also has a little bit in there about the sad closing of Macari's in London. But I'm definitely going to support that. I'm definitely going to try and make a video if Ant Macari wants me to make one. I'll be in touch with him to find out. So let's pop down and see what else we've got going on here. I can't see very many. Oh, Gavin. Good to see you, Gavin James, real good to see you. Thank you, Ben, very much appreciate that. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I always try to make a little tribute whenever we lose a guitar great, and I would have done for Tony Rice as well, but that only happened really recently, in fact Christmas Day, and I haven't had the opportunity to do anything for him. And I didn't know him as well as I did Leslie West, amazing guitar player, great sound, single pickup in the bridge. In fact, he's a man after my own heart because it's a little bit like the Harley Benton SC Junior with the single P90. He had a Gibson similar style to that. So yeah, really wanted to make something to sort of, you know, pay tribute. Trevor Locke says, excellent tribute to a fantastic underrated guitarist. Seen him a few times live, he was awesome. Thank you so much. Grumpy Mike, how you doing, brother? Real good to see you. Really glad you could make it in tonight. Thank you. Okay, any other questions? Let's have a little look. Please, as always, remember to put at CGS at the start, because I do tend to skip to those comments. Fat Philosopher says, the Chinese company Colosse is getting absolutely murdered in the guitar reviews. Have you seen these reviews, and has it affected your opinion on Chinese manufacturing? The thing with the Chinese manufacturers, from my perspective, because I came at it from a very different angle to a lot of the reviewers, because I was looking at the fakes and trying to get the message out there to you guys that the fakes were really not worth the aggro and the money. So I'm absolutely aware of poor quality coming out of China, and they do have this kind of two-tier system. That on the one hand, they try to make guitars that kind of compete at the pricey end of the scale, and they put a lot of time, effort and detail into that. And on the other hand, they have, let's just get it out the door and get our money. And when that happens, it's never good for anybody involved, and that is exactly what happens with the fakes. And that's why I've always tried to protect you guys, or at least inform you. I can't protect everybody, can I? But I try to give you the lowdown on that, and I will continue to. I promise that won't change this year in 2021. Okay, let me see what else we've got. Sandra, hey, how you doing? Mwah. Good to see you. Really nice to see you. And Nigel says hi. Love it, love it. Dave Savage says, CGS, do you recommend the Harley Benton Double Cut Junior? Been looking at them for a while. Well, I have to say, if it's anything like the Single Cut Junior, which I know it is because I've played both, yeah, I love my Single Cut. There wasn't a reason that I didn't get a double cut, and I can't remember why it was. But of course, there is also the limited edition that's not so limited now, from my buddy Andy, the Ferris Blue version. Try and check one of those out if you get a chance. Okay, right. I think we're nearly at the bottom there, and I've been going for 40 minutes. So what I really want to do is I just want just a few little comments. Start with at CGS for ideas and things you would really like to see in 2021. We're going to build the channel. We're going to keep on making the content that you guys want to see, and so just let me know. You've always given me great ideas. I get emails all the time with great ideas for videos. I've got a book with about 4 pages. Literally each line is an idea for a video, but I really want to make the content that you guys want to see. As I say, I've got 2 guitar reviews coming up. That'll be in the next couple of weeks. I'll definitely be doing Dan's guitar, the Scott's guitar. I will also be doing the guitar in the box I can see over there that I haven't even unboxed. I was going to do a live unboxing tonight, but I've been in touch with the company and they've said hold off until January. Let's give people a chance to get over the whole holiday season first, and so I'm cool with that. But I'll be recording the unboxing in the next couple of days, and I'm not sure, maybe we'll play it on a live show first and then have it released as a video. Let me know what you think of that idea as well, because I'm quite up for that. I think that you guys who support all the time and are always here interacting with me on these live shows, I think you deserve to get to see some of the videos that are released just that little bit early. And also, I did promise my patrons a patrons hang as well, and I figured actually we'll wait and get the whole holiday season out the way as well, and early in January I'll be having a private hang with my patrons. So if you're one of those, and I know there is at least one of you in, 2 of you in I think, then that will be coming up in the new year as well. So let me know, as always, what you guys think about that. Okay. Oh man, good Lord. Grumpy Mike, bless you. That is really, really kind. Let me pop that up. Thank you so much, and let me give you one of these. Thank you, sir. Something for the tip jar, and I promise it's not a Chinese fake tip, and why not? Cheers. Mwah. Bless you, my friend. That is so, so kind. Never courted, but always, always appreciated. So thank you so much. Really, really, really appreciate that. And I'm sure it's not a Chinese fake tip. Absolutely not. Okay, thank you. Harold Ortiz. Oh, hang on, I've got a couple more back there. Fat Philosopher says, oh, that's really good to know. I'm really pleased that the stream quality looks good. I've readjusted my GH5s and I think that they look quite sharp. And I've also output at 400 megabits per second, which running into the A10 Mini Pro should be giving us a really, really nice crisp stream. So hopefully, fingers crossed, all my videos are going to have that little leap in quality coming up. So let's see. Thank you for that. James Mears. See, I knew we had somebody in. Good to see you, brother. What did you miss? Well, you've missed nearly all the show tonight, man, but I'm sure you'll watch back. Gavin James says, keep on, keeping on, brother, you rock. And so do you, my friend. Thank you so much. That's really kind. Gavin, a regular here and supporter. Sandra says, and I don't know why that's not showing, for 2021 I'd like to see you with 40,000 subs. Subscribe to CGS. Bless you, Sandra, and Nigel's happy about that as well. Harold Ortiz said, what do you think of Jasmine S35 guitar? I'm going to be absolutely honest as always and say I've never tried one, but as always I'm up for trying anything that you guys would like to see me do. And again, I'll repeat what I've said many times before. If there's a guitar that you'd like me to try out, send me an email and copy in the company. Just say you'd like to see me try one, and then I'll follow up with another email to them, and we'll see if we can make it happen for you. Let's have a look. James Mears was having dinner a little while ago. Trevor Locke, cool guitar kits, maybe try a few different kits. I like that idea. Yeah, we could definitely give that a go, Trevor. Gear rundown on specific famous songs. Stairway SLTS. You've stumped me there. It's going to be obvious, isn't it? SLTS. My brain is not working. I can't work out what SLTS is. That's really embarrassing. I'm sure it's something obvious and everybody's going to be telling me. But yeah, definitely, we can look at some songs. I tend to sort of shy away from that. My buddy Rick Beato does all of that so well. And I think that I love watching his and it'd be really tricky to do any better than he does with the song breakdowns, particularly as he's such a talented reader and classically trained musician, whereas I'm not. So, you know, and also my buddy Mike Parmisano as well from Gig8. He's doing incredibly well, just past 200k, bless him. And he's really, really good at that as well, working stuff out. I think it's important to stick to the things that I can really bring value to, but certainly if there's a song that you want me to look at and make comment on or do a reaction to, more than happy to do that as well, brother. More topless chicks. Yeah, we all like nice topless poultry, and you can't beat a lovely chicken dinner either, can you? Cheeky monkey. What do you like? Let me see. Wow, got tons of stuff here. Dave Savage 21, I'd definitely like to see a guitar and gear collection video. Now that's something I can definitely do. I started to do individual videos about my guitar collection. I think it was last year or maybe even the year before, but definitely up for that, brother, for sure. We can do more of that. Mike, I've had a few ideas for next year. I'll mail you as normal. Thank you, Dave. Really appreciate that. And as I said, there are a few of you who mail me regularly with great ideas for videos, and I always appreciate it. So thank you very much for continuing to do that, brother. Walid says, no ideas, just keep being yourself. That's all that matters. You rock, brother. That's so kind. And it's comments like that that make me enjoy these live shows so much more. So thank you. Big Gary says, I can't unhide Sandra's comment. No, I couldn't either, man. I don't know why, but I managed to show it. So that's the main thing. Tony Smith says, can you compare a high-end guitar like a Gibson against a Harley Benton Les Paul, but through the same amp and effects? Absolutely, I will, by all means. The biggest problem I have is I don't have a Gibson. And number two, I can't afford a Gibson. But if somebody wants to lend me, and I know I get these offers all the time, and I really appreciate it, but we need to work out some sort of a system. But I'm quite happy to borrow a Les Paul. I'm pretty sure I've got a few friends that have got a Les Paul. Let me think. Mike Bradley. I've played his, and actually we did do a comparison between his guitar, his Les Paul, and the Fake. And that was a really popular video, so I can definitely see that it would be good to compare that with a Harley Benton. So maybe I'll have a little chat with Mike, and when we can get back together and get together in the studio, we can make that happen for you as well, brother. Awesome. Dan O'Sullivan says, I didn't know you were on Patreon. I'll check it out. Yeah, I am, and I don't push it because it really is not a big deal. I do a little bit of behind the scenes stuff for people. I occasionally type out a little post, and I like to do a live hang with it once in a blue moon, normally once a year. But it really just is for people that are kind supporters of the channel. Pretty much all of my patrons, and I think I've only got about half a dozen or something like that, actually just contribute just to help the channel. That they don't expect anything in return, and it isn't that kind of arrangement. So I don't push it, but I do always appreciate it, and I do try to do some little bits and pieces for my patrons. So always appreciate that. Thanks, guys. Let's have a look. Who's got to go? Someone's got to go. Anna Rest says, I love your channel. Well, thank you so much. I love comments like that. That really makes my day. I have no idea why your comment was hid, Sandra. I think you had to hide it yourself, but I'm not sure what happened there. Grumpy Mike's just ordered a second Lumix G85 for your channel. These are great cameras. In fact, I've just... hopefully my wife's not watching. I've just bought another GH5 so that I've got three, so that I can do the 3 camera setup all with GH5s into the A10 Mini. They are brilliant, absolutely beautiful, and I'm really pleased, just looking down at the screen here, really pleased with the look that I've managed to get by changing a few of the settings. So hope you're enjoying that as well. Okay, we're gonna have to wrap up pretty soon, guys, because we're getting there. Ian Wood says, gotta go again. Your live streams always come at food time these days. Have a good 2021 and may it beat the backside of 2020 into submission. I don't think there's anybody that's going to argue with that, Ian, and it's always great to have you around as a supporter and as a lovely, very kind patron as well. And my patrons do feed back an awful lot for me. They give me ideas, and if ever I've got something that I really need a sounding board for, that's what I use the patrons for as well. And I say use, that sounds abusive, but it really is just running things by them and getting their opinion on it, because they're supporting, and what more can you have when it comes to finding people that care about what I'm doing than people that are regularly supporting the channel. So thanks, Ian, really appreciate it, man. Okay, you can't undelete, nobody can undelete the comment from Sandra, but don't worry, we all saw it, so it's all good. James has only got a left-handed Les Paul, so can't help out. That's cool, man. Dave Savage says, hi mate, just got to say love the channel. I'm quite a newcomer and you're already my favourite channel. Man, that is so kind. And that kind of comment, as I always say, is what keeps me going. And I love that. I love the fact that this little community we've got here, it is small, but it is really, really kind. And it's a brilliant place to hang out on a Sunday. Thank you, man. Gavin James said, CGS, how about creating some merchandise on Teespring? Well, I could do that. I haven't thought about doing that, and it would be quite fun to have the various different things since we changed to CGS. And actually, that's something I should remind you guys as well. If ever you want a comment pinned at the top of one of my videos, make something up with the CGS logos. The other day, somebody put on because there were Chinese girls, loads of them commenting on Friday's video, and if you go and check that out, there's a great comment, and I'll pin them. Anything that makes a sentence out of C, G and S. I think it was something like Chinese girls skeptic or something. I put that as a pinned comment, so we could have some t-shirts made up with some of the best of those. I think that would be a cool idea. Okay, Grumpy Mike's retracting messages now. Scotty J, just subscribed. You had me at Parmesano, such a good guy, glad to be here. Well, man, I'm really glad you're here, really glad you're enjoying it, and Mike is an absolute legend. I first met Michael Parmesano in GitCon in October 2018, and we were at TGU together as well, and I met him again this time last year at Winter NAMM. Love the guy, he's a great player, a great, nice guy as well, and we certainly kept each other at the bar a fair bit as well, so he's a real cool cookie. So good one there, man, good one. Dan O'Sullivan says, oh sorry, that's Sandra again. Dan says, you have a new patron member. Buddy, that is so kind, and again, really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Don't feel any need to do that. I really do appreciate it, and I love to have these sounding sessions to sound off with the patrons, to get feedback and let me know whether I'm doing the right thing. So if you've joined that, I really appreciate it, man. And as I say, there's not a great deal of content that comes out of it, but if ever I need to ask questions and say, give me some advice here or there, that's where I head. So really appreciate that. Thanks, brother. Really cool. Matty C Video says, happy Christmas, my friend. Keep up the great videos. Well, thank you, sir. That's really kind. Bless you. That is brilliant. Ben, last week mods couldn't post links, and this week we can't approve comments. Thanks, YouTube. Yeah, what is going on with YouTube at the moment? I really don't know. It's getting pretty tricky. As I say, I think the key thing is that it's this between us. This is the community. It's the contact and this great rapport that we have. I'm so lucky and so fortunate to have so many great people on the channel and commenting and coming and supporting the live shows. That's what it's all about. Let's not worry about what YouTube's doing. So long as we can keep on getting together and doing this, what else do we need? Not much, hey? Okay, last couple of comments. Thank you, Dan. Just glad to help out, brother. That's really, really kind. Thank you. Really kind. Tony Smith says, please can you review the Line 6 JTV69 Triple S Variax guitar that will simulate any guitar sound. Now, I've played a Variac and I really enjoyed it, and it's pretty good. But can I suggest that you check out the Blue Cat audio video I did a few, I suppose last week, because that does exactly the same thing, but with any guitar. Definitely check it out, and it is cheap as chips. It's like, I think it's 199 euros for this package, and you can basically make any guitar out of it from one guitar, and you can also combine and make mix maps of various different amps, and it's got so much going on for it. I would suggest checking that out first, but yeah, sure, I'm always up for it, of course. There we go, Scotty J. You could get certified guitar superheroes. Yay! Now, if that goes in the comment section of this video instead of the live chat, you'll get pinned, and that will be the comment for this video. And maybe you could end up on a t-shirt. I like that idea. Right. Okay, guys and girls, we have had a lovely evening again this evening, and as always, I love hanging out with you guys, and I really hope you've enjoyed this one tonight. Let's spare a thought for the families of Tony Rice and Leslie West, and also this year's been a tricky one. It's been a real tricky one, and my heart goes out to anybody that's had issues or struggled this year, and let's just hope and pray and keep everything crossed that 2021 sees a swift rise of this vaccine and some return to normality. Personally, what I would like to see is that everybody that's not old or has underlying health conditions just get back to normal and let them get it and build a herd immunity, and let's focus the vaccinations for those people, the frontline workers, the old people and the vulnerable. Let's target those, as most governments are, and get them immunized, that's the word I'm looking for, inoculated, and then hopefully we can kick this horrible virus in the pants and kick it down the road where it belongs. As always, thank you so much for hanging out. I'm going to do one quick reminder, because I can see I've got 3 minutes left, for Ben Coombs' live show tonight. He'll be on with Big Gary Tollander at 8 PM Eastern Standard Time. Please go and support him if you're that side of the pond and you're still going to be up. Ben, lots of love to you. Gary, lots of love to you as well. And I will watch the replay, I promise. And in fact, if I wake up, I'll also come on and say hi live, obviously from my bed, but do check that out. Also, check out any of the other guys that are in the chat and in the comments, and they've said they've got channels or things going on. There's been a couple tonight. And again, always folks, if you want to share your stuff and your channels in my comments section, please feel free to do that. They usually get held for review. I generally look at the comments at least once a day, and I can release those as well. You're very welcome to post links to your videos and anything that is good for this community in my videos. So, as always, I hope that you have a good week and you take good care.